Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Red Raider Spotlight. Today's guest, Emma Van Meeteren, senior women's cross country and track and field star. Emma, thank you for joining me. And how are things going with you right now?
Yeah, things are going pretty well. Definitely ready to be out and about again. Spending a lot of quality time with my family. Most of it good. Sometimes we get sick of each other, but than that, yeah, just trying to keep busy at home.
What's a day in the life of Emma right now during this time?
Yeah, days kind of vary day to day for me. I don't currently have a job because things kind of fell through with this whole thing, and I'm planning to move soon. But typical day, I've kept up with running usually in the mornings. I like to do that, and then I live on a farm, so I um, oftentimes will ask my dad if he has any odd jobs for me to help out with. So I've been doing that. Um, yeah, other random things, trying to pick up on a few hobbies I haven't had time for. Doing my best to learn guitar, so that's been my one of my newest projects. But yeah, kind of just hanging out.
How did online learning go for you, and how did you finish out the school year, the academic year?
Yeah, online learning was definitely a challenge. I love having face-to-face interaction with my professors and my classmates. Yeah, my professors did a great job of transitioning everything to the online learning platform, but it was definitely a lot different. And yeah, I just really missed that face-to-face. But things ended up turning out pretty well. And yeah, my professors were all really gracious with how they yeah, adjusted well and really adapted to our needs that way. So
Good. Walk us through the day that you learned that Northwestern was going online, and also when you learned that your outdoor track season was going to be no longer.
yeah, yeah, thinking back about on that day, it was just kind of a really eerie day for me. I feel like I kind of like waking up that day, I was kind of under the impression that there might be something going on that day. Um, and I knew, like, early on in the morning, we heard that there was going to be like a pause on our athletic season. And so I knew that that was going to happen. And before practice that night, coach had a big meeting with all of the track athletes to talk about just our plans going forward, what things were going to look like for the next several weeks. So we knew there was going to be some change. But at that point, I thought, oh, we made it through the day. I don't know if yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything else coming throughout the rest of this day. So then we all went out to practice like normal. I know the distance crew had a pretty tough track workout that day, so yeah, went hard at it. And then after we were done, we came back in, and yeah, things were just really kind of quiet and eerie when we were walking back to the RSC. And I think a couple of my teammates who weren't out on the track with us were sitting in the RSC, and they um, yeah, kind of asked us if we'd heard and kind of broke the news to us. And then we went on into the locker room and checked our phones, and yeah, it was true. And yeah, we all, especially as seniors, got some tears that came right away. And then yeah, we just kind of spent a lot of time there together. We stayed in the RSC for a long time, kind of, yeah, crying a little bit, a lot actually. And yeah, it was kind of a really special moment though to be there with my teammates when I heard that news that we were going to be moving online. Yeah, they were just really supportive, especially of us seniors. Um, yeah, just being there to hug, or we kind of just sat there kind of stunned for a while in silence. But yeah, it was good to be with them in that moment.
How long did you stay on campus after? Did you spend the weekend on campus and were able to say goodbye to roommates and stuff?
Yeah, I actually stayed all the way till Wednesday when we had to leave. Um, that was something I really appreciated, having that whole weekend and beginning of that early week there to spend time with my teammates too, and my roommates and some other people on my wing as well. We did a lot of just kind of hanging out and spending those last few moments on campus together. And it was good to be able to say goodbye to people in that way instead of having to have it be super abrupt.
Reflect on your track and cross country career. What were some of the high points? What did you learn about yourself? And what are you going to take away from your experience as a runner?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've learned through being in college and being an athlete too. I'd say if I had to pick a highlight of my cross country and track careers, I would say looking back to my sophomore year when we got to go to nationals in Vancouver, Washington. Um, Both the women's and men's team qualified to go, and that was just a really special experience. On the ladies' side, we like had a chance going in, but we're kind of on the bubble. So just seeing that all the hard work we put in, just we really paid off, and we were blessed in that opportunity. And it was a really cool experience to be able to have that with both teams all together. And that really just taught me a lot about the importance of working hard and trusting those little details in practice every day and in the training, and really working together as a team. We had some awesome senior leadership that year, and they set really great examples for us that we were able to carry on into the next couple of years as well. And it just taught me a ton about dedication and really trusting that training progression, and just the process of getting to those big high goals as well.
In your high school career, when did you realize you wanted to come to Northwestern? And did you always want to run in college?
Yeah, so for Northwestern, I originally I told my parents I was not going to come here. They both came here, they met here. A lot of my aunts and uncles came, and being from Sheldon, I wanted to get out of Northwest Iowa. So I looked at it originally, but looked at other schools too. And I don't know. I kind of decided that I wanted to run probably my late junior year, beginning senior year. When I started looking at colleges a lot, I expressed a little bit of interest in running, and then was constantly told by like current athletes and even those that weren't on the cross country or track teams that the runners were such a tight knit group and such a family, and just something that I really desired to be a part of in college. And I started having a lot of success in high school. So I just thought that it could be a possibility for me as well. And then I looked a lot at especially small schools. I wanted to go to a smaller school, and it came down to really 2-3 schools, and it was about April my senior year before I made my decision. But Northwestern came out on top after my overnight visits. Especially, I felt like Northwestern was the only place that I really felt at home at, and could be the place that I saw myself the most at for 4 years. And other factors, financial aid and all of that, scholarships, and Coach Barkey and Carrie recruiting me as well. They really just reached out really well to me before I got here and made me feel really welcome as well. So deep down, I probably always knew I was coming to Northwestern, but was denying it until the very end. So, but I loved it. So it's great.
Academically, what's your major, and when did you decide on that major?
Yeah, I graduated with a biology health professions major. And when I came in, I actually did have a biohealth major, and I also was starting with a math major as well, just because I was trying to decide which way I wanted to go. So I'm kind of surprised that I ended up with the same one because I did a lot of going back and forth those first few years. But I always wanted to be in healthcare, I think. Um, and I did change a little bit on what kind of career focus I had. When I came in, I was thinking more along the lines of optometry or dentistry. But once I did a little bit more shadowing in different professions, I discovered physical therapy and yeah, I really kind of thought that would be a great fit for me and what I um, desired in a career. I really love the idea of helping patients through the rehabilitation process and getting to, yeah, kind of just invest in them through that whole process, meeting with them weekly, monthly, for like multiple months at a time. So kind of shifted to PT after that, but stayed with biohealth. So.
Did you have a favorite class or professor during your time?
Hmm. Yeah, I had a lot of favorite classes and professors. Um, in my major, I really liked Dr. Haig. She was a great teacher and really explained things so well, even when you have those big, difficult scientific things. But she, yeah, did a great job of her teaching style is awesome. And I also had the privilege of getting to take a lot of different classes in a lot of different areas. I took quite a few Spanish classes as well as some extra religion and missions classes as well. So really enjoyed all of those as well and really felt that I got to have a really well-rounded um, yeah, education and try a lot of different classes that really um, things that I was really interested in as well.
How were you able to balance being a two-sport athlete but such a rigorous academic load?
Yeah, it was definitely challenging at times and took a little while to figure out. That first semester, freshman year, was a very stressful, adjusting time. But I think, yeah, I'm a person who really likes to have um, a schedule uh, and a busy schedule as well. I think it helps me to work better. So just really learning um, important time management skills, really focusing my homework time to be very structured and efficient as well, and also learning to even schedule in times for um, yeah, intentional time with friends and time with family, and just really, yeah, approaching that with, yeah, just getting that well balanced schedule as well. But it was definitely hard at many times, but yeah, we got through it. And I had very supportive teammates and friends who were with me every step of that way. So
What's next for you?
what's next? So I will be heading to the University of Iowa to start in their Doctor of Physical Therapy program. So that'll be 2.5 years and it will start mid-July. So yeah, I'm about 2 months away, less than 2 months away from starting that. So I'll be moving down to Iowa City the beginning of July. And yeah, doing that for the next 2.5 years.
Exciting. We are going to end with a go-to section, just some quick questions. We want to learn more about you. And you up for that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Go-to food.
Hmm. I'd say my favorite go-to meal would be chicken Alfredo, but a go-to snack would be bananas and peanut butter.
Go-to restaurant.
Probably Olive Garden with the chicken Alfredo thing.
Go-to music, song, or musical group.
Hmm. I like a lot of different kinds of music. I'd say my favorite um, artist would probably be Lauren Daigle. I was supposed to go to a concert of hers just on Saturday, so
Oh,
kind of bummed about that, but yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's okay.
Go-to movie.
Hmm. Oh, I have a lot of favorite movies. I think a couple of my go-tos would be I really like Now You See Me, those movies, and my favorite childhood go-to would definitely be The Princess Diaries.
Go-to activity.
Well, running would be one. Anything outdoors, or yeah, I love being outdoors.
Do you have a go-to vacation spot?
Hmm. My family kind of tries to travel around, but we've gone to Colorado a few times, and that's definitely one of my favorites.
Whereabouts in Colorado?
We've gone a couple different places. The Breckenridge area, Winter Park. Um, yeah,
Good
those are a
choice.
couple spots.
Do you have a favorite sport to watch?
Hmm. I I like watching. I mean, I definitely like watching track and field, like during the Olympics and all of that. I do enjoy watching NFL football with my family.
Do you have
So
a favorite team?
we're Vikings fans, so yeah.
Do you have a bucket list sporting event that you would want to attend?
Ooh, that's toughy. Definitely, I definitely want to see the Olympics sometime, the Summer Olympics.
Okay. You're going to race a mile,
Oh
and
goodness.
you have to race Coach Crone, Coach Barkey. Can you beat them?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. The mile's not my event, my go-to event. So I don't know. It would be a close race. I bet they can maybe beat me.
How about a 5K
Ooh, a 5K?
or a 10K?
I
Either
can
one.
maybe take I can maybe take him in a 5K.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
like to hear that. Emma, thank you for joining me. Best of luck. You're going to do great at Iowa and beyond.
All right. Thank you.
Bet.